You know, I feel fortunate to have been covering the Bulls at that time and being so close to watch this transformation of this young man just becoming the greatest basketball player that's ever played. Nothing could ever stop him from winning. It was all about winning. The flu game, they called it. It could have been the pizza game because he thought it was food poisoning and he looks horrible. He could barely talk, you know, and I didn't want to keep asking him about how you feel, this and that and the other. I could just see it in his eyes. I think he realized the situation. You have an opportunity to win a championship and it can go away. We're not going to wait till you get better and then play the next week. The thing that always brought the greatness out in him was a challenge. And he was just zoned in. And there was nothing that was going to stop him from playing his best and winning that basketball game.
The sold-out Delta Center, framed by the beautiful mountains here in Salt Lake City, Utah. We now go over to Dan Roberts, the PA announcer for tonight's game.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Delta Center for game number 5 of the NBA Finals with the Chicago Bulls and our Utah Jazz. And now, introducing the starting lineup for the Chicago Bulls. Wearing number 13, the starting center at 7'2" from New Mexico, Luke Longley. On the guard line, number 9, at 6'6" from Miami of Ohio, Ron Harper. Wearing number 33, starting forward at 6'7" from Central Arkansas, Scottie Pippen. Wearing number 91, starting forward at 6'7" from Southeastern Oklahoma State, Dennis Rodman. And at guard number 23, at 6'6" from North Carolina, Michael Jordan. The Bulls are coached by Phil Jackson.
And the Bulls had only lost 2 games total, Clark, in the previous 3 rounds before dropping the last 2 here in Salt Lake City. So the Jazz have them on the ropes, it would seem.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. You think about it, Chicago's won 4 titles since '91, and they've never had to go the distance in the series. I mean, if they can't find a way to stop Utah's momentum here, the Bulls will, for the first time, need 7 games if they're going to get another ring.
So taking the floor for the Bulls, it'll be Ron Harper and Michael Jordan in the backcourt. Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman man the forward spots. And at center, Luke Longley. For the Jazz, John Stockton will be at the point with Jeff Hornacek at the 2. In the front court, we have Brian Russell, Karl Malone in the center, Greg Ostertag.
And guys, I think it's already safe to say Jordan does not have his usual energy tonight.
They get it again. Russell kicks to Malone. Second shot opportunity, and it's Malone again missing. Here's Jordan. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Clark, with Michael Jordan clearly not feeling well, you have to wonder how many minutes he'll be able to play in this one.
And Kevin, you know, with Michael Jordan, he never wants to come out of the game ultra competitive, and yet Phil Jackson may be in a position where he has to make a tough decision. I mean, that's part of what a coach has to do. Sometimes you have to rescue a player from himself.
But Jordan never wants to come out, does he?
No, he wants to go the full 48 minutes.
Here's Pippen. John Stockton making his last shot. Pippen dishes to Jordan. That's 2 in a row for Michael Jordan. He's just not allowing this flu to affect his game. And of course, Coach, all eyes on Michael Jordan as we try to get a sense of how his illness is affecting him.
Shouldn't take long to find out. Once he gets a few minutes under his belt, we'll see if he has the energy to keep going.
Yes, sir. And we mentioned Jordan feeling under the weather. And for more on that, let's welcome in our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. There is news on Michael Jordan. He woke up at 3 a.m. this morning with flu-like symptoms. He had a bad headache, he was sick to his stomach, and couldn't get back to sleep. He stayed in bed most of the day. He missed shoot-around and really didn't do any of his usual pregame routine. We'll see if it has an effect on him. Back to you, Kevin.
That's a dramatic story, David. Thank you. And that, Mike, is the big question. Will Jordan be his usual Michael Jordan self today?
Well, I'll say this much. In games where Michael has been sick or played through injury, a lot of times it's been the opponent that has to call for a doctor.
Good line. We'll see what happens. And coach, for Scottie Pippen, the effects of his foot injury, you can see, are still lingering.
Yeah, he hasn't been as explosive as we used to. He's been in more of a post-up role for them in the past few games.
Here's Jordan after the made shot from Karl Malone.
Love when MJ finishes with strength, leaving no room for error with the slam.
And Utah has possession. 7-point differential. Malone, a screen on Harper. Here's Stockton. Got a piece of it. Pippen against Hornacek. Outside for Pippen. Pass to Harper. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Jordan. Rodman outside. Latray. The shot by Jordan, no good. And Clark, after a few quiet games to start the series, John Stockton's been sensational since the series has come back to Salt Lake.
I think you got to attribute some of that to playing at home, good home cooking. You know, we always talk about John Stockton's assists, but in these finals, his defense has been as good as his passing.
It has.
And the D got super lucky he didn't drain that one.
And it's Pippen in the corner. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Pippen's got 5 points so far.
Jumping all over them right from the tip-off. They now have a double-digit advantage.
They look like the more confident team so far. This is why they've grabbed such a substantial lead so fast.
And they get it, and the layup is up and in.
You can't let Ostertag get that deep. I mean, he's confident when he's got the ball in that territory.
Jordan refusing to make his team carry the load, finding another basket.
Right from the start, they set the tone and were the more dominant team.
I love how they've looked right from the tip, doing an amazing job building this lead.
Outside, Malone. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, the way his shot went so wide, pretty obvious he got fouled.
Oh, yeah, plenty of contact there.
First trip to the line for him here. 2 shots. Shooting 2. First one falls for him. And I would think the end of Game 4 still has to be kind of floating around in the heads of the Bulls players. They were up 4. with a minute and a half left, up 4, 90 seconds to go, and could not close the deal.
Yeah, Utah scored the last 9 points in the game. You know Michael Jordan and company doesn't want to let that happen again.
I can't see it happening again either, Coach.
And both free throws good for Malone.
Well, I tell you what, if you wanted the template for the perfect power forward, it might be Karl Malone. I mean, he's got everything you want in a four-man.
Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Antoine Carr, he's checked in for the Jazz. Kukoc, he's checked in for Chicago. Anderson outside. On the wing, Morris. Passes to Isley. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Anderson wide open. The Jazz again can't hit it. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 10-point lead. And Jordan throws it down.
Going inside with purpose and on a mission, making it happen in tight.
Yeah, the intensity is outstanding, and high percentage looks are a great way to build a lead. And with Jordan under the weather, you have to think it'll affect his defense the most. He just doesn't have the energy to go full speed at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, you know, Mike, I agree with you. That's what it seems like to me. He'll have to conserve that energy and pick his spots. And as much as the Bulls need his scoring, I think he'll have to go all out at the offensive end, right out of the starting blocks. They've been dominant at the offensive end.
And that early momentum has helped them put together a nice lead.
Morris.
On defense, Kukoc has length and quickness, which helps him stay all over you.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back right after this. And we're back for the start of the second quarter. It's Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Bull star Michael Jordan still in distress with flu-like symptoms. The Bulls leading by 14.
And I'll say, I don't think you could get a louder crowd than we have in Utah here tonight.
Takes it from 10. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Taking the flu into consideration, Jordan has been tremendous so far in this one.
So with Malone sitting on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. We've got Antoine Carr. Anderson is out there with Isaac. Then it's Russell. And it's Foster in at the 5 down low. You're right about these fans. The Jazz crowd is sensing what an opportunity this could be.
Kevin, they sure are. It's an intense place to play. There's no denying that. And with a chance to take a 3-2 lead in the series, these fans have it turned up full throat.
Yeah, top volume. They are loud.
Yep.
Now, here is Hornacek. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just 5 on the clock. Carr with a screen on Jordan. Here's Hornacek, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Bulls leading by 14. Jordan on the wing. He's guarded by Russell, and the shot goes down. Jordan's got 21. You know, Mike, it's amazing to see the performance Jordan is putting on here. Clearly not at full strength, but still getting it done.
That's the kind of competitor he is. Remember, this is the NBA Finals. If MJ had to play on a broken leg, he'd probably still be out there.
You're probably right. Shot clock at 2. And it's Russell missing. And here are the Bulls now. Jordan inside. Stockton's on it. The shot's good from Jordan.
Another big night for Jordan. What a natural scorer he is. MJ simply can do it all.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Malone's checked in for Carr. And a change for the Bulls. Pippen's checked in. Jazz trail by 18.
No way can you overstate how important this game is. I mean, the Bulls have only trailed in the finals once throughout the Jordan era.
Now here's Malone. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And you can see how confident Malone is inside. I mean, he feels like he can score on anybody from there.
And they double up Jordan. And Rodman with the basket on the assist from Michael Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. And Mike, if the Jazz pull this game out, the Bulls will be under pressure they're not used to.
True, but this is a tough team to rattle. Even if they do go down 3-2, I don't think they'll be easy to put away.
I would agree with you. And Mike, in the battle between Michael Jordan and Karl Malone, 2 of the greats ever, Jordan has dominated so far.
Each team leans on those guys for the bulk of their scoring. And tonight, Jordan's taking the mailman to school.
Here's Hornacek, following the three-point basket by Chicago. Kicks it out to Malone. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Normally, he knocks that down. The defense got a gift.
Here's Jordan. And good that time. Jordan's got 8 points in the quarter.
And it's hard to imagine a player performing as well as Jordan under such tough circumstances.
Hornacek passes to Stockton. Ostertag with it. Hornacek for 3. Offensive rebound. Ostertag, no good.
Seemed as if he had the angle to finish, but the defense did just enough to throw him off.
Jordan with the bucket. Well, if we've learned one thing, Clark, over the years, it's that Michael Jordan can rise to any occasion.
That's exactly right, and it's impossible for me to explain the kind of energy it takes to do what Michael Jordan's doing. And to do it when you're sick, like he is, it seems virtually impossible, but I do know this, Kevin. There are many times when players have not felt their best and yet played their best. I think psychologically and subconsciously, you rise to another level of concentration, which helps you.
Well, I know you and I are glued to this one.
Yeah.
Wennington, he's checked in for the Bulls. Ostertag pass to Russell.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Stockton looking around. There's the dish to Malone. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 3 assists in the game.
You can tell Malone is a really instinctive scorer. He doesn't need time to think about his shot. He knows exactly what he's looking for.
And here's Jordan outside. John Stockton with the rebound.
Defense got all kinds of fortunate right there. Usually he takes full advantage of that situation.
I'm sure he'll take another shot at it if they keep giving him openings.
Now, here is Hornacek. Great open look there. Hornacek's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Stockton loves finding the open teammate. Does it again here.
Jordan outside. And so for the 3rd time in this series, Michael Jordan scores 30 points. Are we sure he has the flu right now? Wow. Stockton down low. Defended by Kerr. Hey, Clark, the Bulls doing a good job on Stockton so far.
Well, they know in order to muck up the Utah offense, you've got to start with the head of the snake, John Stockton. Get him out of rhythm. They learned that the hard way in games 3 and 4. They're determined not to let him beat them again.
Yep, they're stifling him. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Malone, a screen on Kerr. The shot by Stockton, no good. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Pass to Wennington. Back to Jordan. The three-pointer, no good. Stockton outside. Lets the 3 fly. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. We come back right after this. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge. We're ready for the second half here in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. And so here is Chicago.
How about this Utah crowd? They get extremely loud. Remember back in Game 4, Phil Jackson had to wear earplugs.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Harper. Pippen is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then it's Longley. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position. Here's Hornacek. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Here's Malone. It's rebounded by Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Mike, talking about the atmosphere in here right now, it couldn't get any louder.
Well, it's the last game of the year in Salt Lake, and maybe the biggest game in Jazz history. These fans are going to do their part for sure.
Yeah, they're going crazy. Malone. That one's not going to go. Good D by Jordan. On defense, the Bulls' biggest goal tonight, Clark, was keeping Stockton in check. And so far, they've been able to do just that.
Well, it's clear Stockton is the hub of the wheel, Kevin. We all know that. And the Bulls doing a really good job to limit his penetration, clogging up the passing lanes, and really make everything uncomfortable for Stockton.
They are. Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
Taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the D and made them pay.
Hornacek for 3. Another miss by Utah. Hornacek's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Playing well on both ends of the floor, stifling defense and dangerous O. That's a heck of a combo.
That's what has built this lead.
Now, here's Stockton. Kicks to Russell. Clock at 6. Hornacek from long range. And I think the question marks about Michael Jordan's health, Coach, have been answered by now.
From everything we're hearing, what he's doing is amazing. This is a guy who might need an IV. And still, he's out there tearing the Jazz up.
Unbelievable. Kukoc, he's checked in for Dennis Rodman. And now let's hear from David, who has an update on Michael Jordan's condition.
Thanks, Kevin. I was able to ask Michael how he was feeling coming out of the locker room at halftime. All he did was smile and shake his head. It didn't look like he was feeling much better. Now, I talked to the head athletic trainer who told me MJ is exhausted, totally dehydrated, and in his words, a little bit out of it. Back to you, Kevin.
Wow. David, thank you. Well, I don't know, guys. I'm not sure he's as out of it as it seems. Michael's always pretty much into it to me, Coach.
Well, we've seen it before with Jordan. When he's facing adversity like this, it can make his focus laser sharp.
It is amazing. Kukoc gets the bucket.
How about the shot selection of Tony Kukoc, a threat to sink the 3 ball? You got to chase him off of that line.
Hornacek outside. Here's Malone. Nice shot from the wing. Malone's got 10 points.
Not sure I agree with the choice of going to the fadeaway there. Overly complicating what was already a good look.
The kick out to Harper. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And that one drops. And that's now 9 points here for Scottie Pippen.
Coming out of halftime, they're on an absolute tear.
And I don't know what was said in that locker room, but it's working.
Stockton draws the double. Kicks it out to Hornacek for the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Longley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. They double him with Stockton. Here's Harper. Greg Ostertag with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 1:53 left in the third quarter. The pass to Hornacek. Ostertag with it. He's guarded by Harper. Hornacek for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. We thought this game could come down to who does more, Coach, Jordan or Malone.
And it's been a one-sided fight. Jordan's been the bigger presence by far. MJ may be sick, but he isn't going to let that stop him.
And here's Stockton. Pass to Malone. Fires from 14. That misses off the backboard. Here's Chicago. They're on an 18-4 run. And they double up Jordan. Outside, Longley. There's the triple. And Michael Jordan with the three. Jordan's got 42 in the game.
Three-pointers clearly the difference for them here in the second half.
Tough to guard a whole team from beyond the arc. They've got it going.
Malone sets the pick for Stockton. It's tipped.
Not always easy to get a shot around the guy of Longley's stature. He uses his length to get all over it for a block.
Jordan drives in. And the layup's good off the glass. Jordan's got 11 points in the quarter.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
And stolen by Russell. Hit his leg. And it's whistled a kick.
That's a kick ball. Substitution on the court.
And so it's Chicago, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Welcome back for the fourth quarter of this pivotal Game 5. With Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Michael Jordan still toughing it out despite his illness. And the Jazz with possession here.
And a great bounce-back game for Jordan after a shaky performance in Game 4.
So with Malone on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. Antoine Carr out there with Foster. Then there's Anderson. Then it's Isley. And it's Morris in at the three, the small forward. And it's stunning, Clark, to think that Jordan could have this kind of game in his condition.
You know, he's shown us in the past how he can rise to any occasion. But he missed 16 shots in Game 4. To see him tough it out and actually raise his game, remarkable.
It is remarkable in every way. And here's Anderson following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. Foster is screen on Brown. Isley the pass to Foster. Shot clock at 5. Caffey grabs the miss. In the corner, it's Jordan. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Utah's ball. Here's Isley. He feeds it to Foster. A second chance effort. Chicago grabs the miss. Jordan outside. Here he goes. And the dunk by Jordan.
On the drive, MJ is so ferocious, he never even thinks about slowing down. Pedal to the metal.
Here's Isley. He's covered by Brown. Isley the pass to Carr. And Foster kicks to Anderson. Jazz passing it around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. You know, it's just incredible, isn't it? For all the bad news, Mike, we've heard about Jordan's condition, he is still in complete command of this game.
MJ is such a motivated player. As strange as it sounds, maybe this flu gave him some inspiration because we're seeing him at his best.
And you know, because you've called all of his biggest games. Sinks the three-pointer.
Outstanding initiative from Carr. I like when he goes right up with the shot.
Passes it to Wennington. Dishes it to Brown. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Anderson against Jordan. Over Anderson, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
The mid-range is more or less wide open for Jordan. It's a go-to scoring area for him.
Morris outside. Pass to Carr. Here's Isley. Shoots from the elbow. They get it back.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that. Oh, man, clearly letting his emotions get the better of him in that situation.
Yeah, this game isn't going their way, but a foul like that is only going to make matters worse.
And the Jazz making a change here. Keefe's checked in. That'll be a 5-second call.
Inbound violation. Utah ball.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. There's the pass to Isley. Now here's Anderson. Here's Isley. He's covered by Brown. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation.
Utah ball. At the line for Utah, Greg Foster. 1 shot.
And the technical free throw is good.
Capable of playing both the 4 and 5 spots, Foster also provides a certain toughness and edge.
Here's Isley to the middle. Here's Foster. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
And so Jordan will bring it up for Chicago. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. They set the screen. Traps in the tray. Jordan's got 54 points.
Yeah, Jordan's so crafty in the pick and roll. He's unpredictable and hard to stop in these situations.
.133 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Caffey, covered by Morris. Back to Brown. Pass to Wennington. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wennington's got his first basket.
Good ball movement right there from Brown. Solid at finding the open teammate.
Anderson outside. Passes to Isley. It's deflected.
With authority. Wennington coming at the shot with those long arms for a swat.
44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. And here's Jordan outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
That should put a stamp on this one.
Great way to close out a victory.
Isley the pass to Keefe. Pass to Morris. To the wing on the left. Foster is screen on Brown. Isley the pass to Foster. And nothing is falling for him right now. Now Jordan. And now, Mike, the Bulls just 1 win away from their second straight NBA title.
And you have to think this series is theirs for the taking. I don't think Utah can go into Chicago and win 2 straight.
It'll be a tough task, Clark, to say the least.
Assuming Michael Jordan is back at full strength, Kevin, it very well could be an impossible task.
Oh, well said. For Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Kevin Harlan signing off. See you next time.